Welcome to DiceSized, and welcome to Wish Hunter. This is a D&D audio adventure podcast where we tell bite-sized, dice-rolled, twice-told stories. This is me, your DM and friend. Well, maybe not your friend tonight, Robert Whitehead. With me, as always, is my lovely table of friends and family. Here we have, of course, George.
Hey, it's G playing Parable with my good book and ready to fight with a dragon.
Welcome, Parable. Although, Parable, I can't promise that all of you will be here for long. The encounter ahead is one that will be a challenge, but you will be fighting with dragons and angels on your side.
The journey may be dire, but I am here to fight thee.
Me?
You specifically, yes, you.
Oh, geez.
You playing every other character. That scares
fair,
the shit out of me right now.
That is fair. But don't worry, I also fight on your side. Lemillion Lodestar here, of course, to stabby stab. And Villano will also maybe stick in the back. I don't know. You tell me your plans for...
He can levitate to the wherever.
Hey, I'm here too. Dapple, of course, a great support character, and Savannah. But before we get to all the supporting cast, we of course have Maya.
Hey, it's Maya. You can call me Maya, playing Zin tonight, who is gonna change the world.
She just might. Has she already?
She wouldn't acknowledge it, but
do we
probably.
Do we all with every step that we take and every moment that we decide to do something right?
Yeah, unless you're on a beach and then a wave comes and makes it go all the way.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. When the tide sweeps you towards a direction or the wind sweeps you, because the wind did take you guys here, and that is upon the wind the first place that you ran into the cloud, the hunger spirit.
Insert nickname for Big Baddie here.
Many names. Not as many names as Maya, call me Maya, but
the light of many names.
So many. It's so hard to keep track. I know. I just
But
try to simplify it for you guys.
we do welcome Zin, and we'll forget Maya for now. We'll need all of our focus on the here and now Zin. So last of our table, but certainly not least, Savannah.
Sav here. I'll be playing Cassie, who is still reeling from the experience of going from 0 friends to what feels like 18 friends in just 3 days.
It is quite a party, and I'm not talking about the mood. Well, I mean, you're nodding your head and bouncing, but
Well, I was thinking, here's hoping friendship is all it's, cracked up to be.
That's true. You guys have quite a support system on your side for this battle. So although you have a lot to vanquish, you also have a lot to support you in those efforts. So welcome, Parable, Zin, Cassie. Now, on to a recap. Last time, our heroes returned to Dapple's domain. Along the way, Lemillion spoke of his band of men just outside a place called Parse. This spurred memories within Parable he couldn't truly recall. Yet, he felt them. Memories of a life before becoming a wish hunter, before becoming a wish bound, before everything. Cassie knew Parse's location on a map, and Zin knew Parse to be a place of hellions and heathens. Villano wiggled in his webbing for attention and got it. At first opportunity, he confessed 3 things: his doubts in Starwatch leadership, his loyalty to the party, thank you for the fingers, Savannah, and that he was most definitely a coward. You all easily clocked his desperate yet genuine sincerity. It was a shock to find Dapple's domain boundary partially down and in the act of reestablishing. Spotting a prismatic dragon wormling through the gaps in the shimmering barrier, our heroes made haste to save Dapple from the danger, which turned out to be no danger at all. Dapple told of how the baby dragon had wandered near and that she'd had to drop the domain boundary to bring him in. It was Zin to hear the wormling's name in his draconic cries. Gratha. Gloom, in common. Gloom shared a dream, one of his fear in the forest while hiding from the wish drinker within the shadow of his mother. It was then that the mother announced herself, slipping through the last cracks of the shimmering barrier, Savannah, the illustrious Glimmerwing and Wish Dragon, roared her arrival with dragon song. As Zin stifled Akuma's flames, Raya stepped forward, responding through Star Song. This communion was the first of its kind of wish-born creatures. Savannah then shared a much more sophisticated dream. Over imagined yet familiar dishes and drinking utensils, our heroes learned that Savannah was still seeking her second hatchling, Glimmer. Savannah shared that she had been changed during the first Great Wishing from Moonstone Dragon to Wish Dragon. The One Song had asked her to join in a new way, and she had answered that call without question. And then she had found 2 hatchlings that had also been changed. so she accepted that role as well within this newly found family. Our heroes learned much from Savannah. Perhaps most notably, Raya learned to weave wish stress, or emovis, into sustenance for herself. It seems that wish dragons, and now too Raya, may be capable at righting the imbalance of this world. It also seemed that Raya could mimic abilities perfectly, just like the wish drinker. This became especially clear when Savannah spoke of the next great wishing that was soon to begin. Raya felt it too, for she had been the second living wish to fall. When the third living wish falls, so will begin the second great wishing. The sky would fill with the wishfall, and Savannah and her hatchlings will rise to meet them. This was their true calling. Though it was impossible to tell how the second great wishing would change the world, our heroes recognized that Savannah was simply a piece of a new natural cycle. Seeing the wish dragon's sincerity, and especially once Savannah granted Raya celestial wings, they decided that Savannah was more than worthy of their help. With that, Cassie brought out her star captured within glass, a crystal ball capable of scrying for the lost hatchling Glimmer. Though at first a struggle, the scry took hold once Glimmer felt the presence of his mother. The dream shifted. Golden gemstone walls surrounded the shivering wish dragon hatchling. The worst was confirmed. Glimmer had become a prisoner of the wish drinker. I know not whether of time or wish, but I do know it is out of luck. We rejoin our heroes now as they prepare to confront the wish drinker and rescue the wish dragon hatchling Glimmer. Savannah roars.
Let's get position.
Her motivation to leave Papaya to is ready for the battle. All of you guys seemed ready to move at the end of last session, so I'll ask you what it looks like.
I would honestly at first turn to Raya and say, your wings, they look beautiful.
I think they should serve me well in the fight to come.
I think they shall too. That nice little thing you did to our friend Prophecy, maybe keep that in mind for the future.
I'm worried the tricks that my brother might have. He's been on the world for longer than I, and he's eaten to consume so many things. The wish that drives him must be something terrible indeed. I can only expect that this will be a difficult fight.
Well, with us, I think anything he can do, you can do better.
Give me a persuasion check here, I think, to bolster Raya's spirits. She seems
starting off strong.
overly driven.
16.
Bolstered.
We're right at the near end of the warding bond that we had
Oh, yes, yeah.
in Parable's search for himself and in turning more towards the truth and defense of friends and protection than this vengeance that plagued his heart. I think he just honestly salutes with the pen blade and says, you may not be warded, but I'll be here for you.
Definitely bolstered with your words and your role, and I think you can just see on her face that if any sort of effect were to overcome her with, frightening or charming, I think she'll be reminded of camaraderie of this moment, and not just the vengeance. I think Parable is practicing not just vengeance in that moment, if I'm correct as a DM.
Can she steal her wingtip, and can we cling tips?
Absolutely. She kind of almost breaks it off with more force and viciousness than you would expect of such a softly spoken and softly stepped individual, and clinks tips with you and kind of throws it off into the air as it dissolves into nothingness, and it reappears on the celestial wing and collapses back in.
So cool.
She'll get a few limited minutes of use out of those. Is there anything else that you guys want to do as you guys are preparing in these moments to either take flight, or you tell me what this looks like, these preparations for travel, and what the leaving of this domain looks like?
I think Zin is going to hop on her broom and just kind of like, is there maybe a word? Go.
Zin, are you going to ride that thing?
I'm going to try.
Just start low, maybe?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Akuma, do you know how to use this thing?
I definitely don't think the word is go.
Well, what would you think it would be?
Well, the last time you did something cool, you said Ignis, and that's way cooler than go, and I just...
What about flight?
No, we're not quite there yet. I'm looking at it and it's still just a broom.
It is just a broom. I mean,
Give me an Arcana check. We'll say you've had enough time to actually attune to this, so we'll just say DC 3 because you are mechanically attuned to it. It'd be really tough for me to say you can't use this.
dirty 20.
Fantastic. I think you were presented with a word in your mind from Atalanta, which is spoke. Like the spoke of a wheel, and you like that mental image is conjured, but it like a new password.
Yeah.
You can change it if you want. What word would you choose?
Ars.
Oh, Riss.
Because it's like air, you know? No,
Yeah.
Aris. I just kind of want to, like, flit.
I love it. I love flit. I love flit.
Okay, so not flight. What's flit? Oh, nice. Whoa.
Is that fire coming out of your broom?
Oh.
As you're kind of brought up, and then suddenly the magic stabilizes, and it's just a fly speed. And what fly speed is that for you?
It has a fly speed of 50 feet.
Cool.
Yeah.
Note that. That's gonna be important.
Wow. Zin, you're looking particularly witchy.
Wow. This is pretty cool. Do you think I can? And then she like tips it, like just pulls the broom like up just to see.
Give me a acrobatics or Arcana check, your choice.
Arcana. 12.
Akuma gives you the help action with a little.
Does it look like when the exhaust kind of like sputters on a car and it like shoots out like black smoke?
Yes. But you can roll once more.
Okay.
Is that Nos?
Turbocharge.
That's an 8.
Oh damn. I think as Akuma tries to help and like it doesn't look that cool, but when you land in like back in like ready position, he says, wicked.
Yeah, that was pretty wicked.
Wicked.
Totally rad.
Let's go.
All right, I can do this. I can fly.
Wait, Zin, let me help. And I think I use my new boots with the wings on them, and I want to try to push start your broom and fly with you, and then you go faster than me.
Start my magic broom.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Flit.
I jump into the air with my boots.
I just want to flit with my friends.
I think Raya steps up next to Cassie and offers a hand as she says, I'm not sure if my wings will last me all the way there. Would you mind giving me a ride?
I would love to give you a ride. Would you mind driving?
And Lemillion comes up from behind. Yes, excuse me. If you wouldn't actually mind, the dragon's awfully comfortable, but I prefer the cloud if you don't mind me.
It's fine by me, but we play the quiet game in this cloud.
Okay, well, noted.
Parable flies by Cass. Cass, you can make him run. Flies away.
You might be onto something.
Volano looks around like a lost schoolboy. Do you guys direct Volano to take any sort of help? Otherwise, I think Savannah is going to carry him in her hands.
Well, you could ride Papaya.
Oh, yeah.
Surely Papaya
Yeah.
could
We
What?
like make a web to like carry papaya like
yeah.
underneath
Yes.
like a carrier.
Like an
Yes,
evac
like in
carrier,
Honey,
yeah.
I Shrunk the Kids with the ants.
Beautiful. Yeah, I think after I Peter Pan pop into the scene with my head down and talk to Cass, I flip back over and I land and I say, Papaya, look, neither of us like him, but if you could you please just do another web carriage for you specifically, but just don't eat him. Like, just don't eat him. Not all of him. Some of him is okay. Lemillion, keep your fingers close.
Oh, fair enough.
Or don't.
The cloud was gonna be nice, but okay, that's fair.
Putting him in with.
He's like the cargo. I mean,
But what is your guys' plan in terms of transport? Because that will affect the battle plan. What do you guys want to do with NPCs? Because they could go with dragon, could go with cloud. As Savandra says, there is little time. We must make leave to the sky.
Cassie would ask, do you want to lead the way or should we? I want to know if she feels like taking charge of getting there or if we should just bust out of here and let her take her own path.
Her pride is a little bit more noticeable in dragon form as you guys have dropped out of the dream. And she looks at you and says, hating to hesitate, you can see in her posture, I will take any that need a lift. But I fear I do not actually know where they are. I think Cassie, I will say, with being combined with the fact that you had the scry from your own crystal ball and you have the orbs of direction and time within your tools, you know where Glimmer is and like the general location, I'll say.
Yeah.
I think everyone took in the information from the scrying vision, but to maintain that as like where they are and to travel, Savannah is going to need a little bit of a heading, and she looks to you to confirm the leading, and she says, so if you wouldn't mind, I would love all of your help to reclaim my hatchling, but I may need a point in the right direction.
We're on it. Raya's going to drive. I'll point the way.
I mean, Cass, if Raya's on the carpet, do you want to ride a dragon?
Oh, I never thought about that. Parable.
I mean,
I think I might like to ride a dragon.
I've heard stories of dragon riders in the book. Well, it was written everywhere after the third or fourth level down.
Do you think I could?
I mean, one of them looked like stars.
Do you think I could ride a dragon? I feel like that's a lot of firsts.
Raya comes up behind you and says, I've had a lot of firsts today, and most of them, she looks to the cloud, have been quite exciting, and kind of squeezes your shoulders and says, go ride a dragon. I'll take care of the boys.
Ride a dragon.
I think with the cloud and papaya, everyone...
Slow down. You're going too fast. Alina, let me go.
What do you think?
I was winding up my neck.
I'm gonna ride a dragon.
I'm gonna
ride a dragon.
Cassie says, Savandria, I would love a ride. I'd be happy to point the way.
Cassie, as you approach Savandria and take her up on her offer to ride, I think she looks at you almost with relief and says, I would be honored to have a star-touched one.
I'm sorry, what?
We are both of the Fae and of the stars.
You can just feel that?
Yes, it doesn't take just the ears for me. I can feel it in your song.
But I haven't. Well, that's nice of you.
Welcome aboard.
Do I just grab here? Is this going to hurt you? I don't want to pull anything.
Give me an anal handling check.
In the books, they just kind of showed them on the dragon right away. They didn't really show them how they got on.
Do you have pants? Are you wearing pants or a dress?
I'm in pants. I'm a pants girl.
Okay.
Definitely, thank God.
She's a pants
I'm
girly.
a pants girl.
Zin and Parable just flying around trying to keep...
Parable, you're so brave.
Let's go.
Cassie rolled a 10.
I think with a 10, it's enough to get like a little patch of cloud to come over and help the rough ride that you might have, as you're just not quite sure where to find the ridges. And I think you figure it out eventually, but with a 10, it takes just some learning, and then you
I
settle
gotta
into
develop
it.
my butt calluses.
You might be a little chafed.
Yeah, right. Gotta break in the groin. Sorry.
At least she's a pants girly. That's all.
Thank
I was
God.
concerned.
Can we be so for real? Yeah, I guess I could use my 1,000-league cloud to form a saddle.
Ooh.
Oh, so yeah, absolutely. And like you and Raya could
Both ride a fucking dragon.
as the cloud kind of slowly drifts over. Lemillion, Volana. Wait, let me say all three of them. Raya says, we could all ride a dragon. Lemillion says, we could all ride a dragon. Volana says, we could all ride a dragon.
We could all ride a dragon. Get in, losers. We're going killing.
The cloud settles on top of Savandria. And tell me the cloud speed.
The 1,000-league cloud has a flying speed of 60 feet.
Cool. Savandria has a flying speed of 80 feet. But I think that is a perfect point to say you all take to the skies and we'll converge. Okay, go ahead.
No.
I think as the carpet settles down as a saddle on Savandria, Parable goes like, looks at Zin and realizes how fast we've been flying around where we've been, and said, Papaya, you want to shoot me a sling? 2 of them. And I want to like jet ski behind Savandria with
Oh, cool.
you on like a broom wakeboard, me on skis.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah, fucking that.
Yeah.
Right there.
He's gonna run away crying.
We're all gonna ride a dragon.
Fuck you.
You can see as you leave, Dapple has joined as well, and she kind of does the magical car beep beep of the domain, and it disappears, and she says, "Shoo," and I think she definitely has like some sort of runic spellcasting token that like shows her ownership, so she can find it again because it's invisible and gone in a shifting forest. So she puts that in her pocket and climbs aboard as well. And you guys have a bunch of this whole squad whole squad's with you, and yes, Parable, you are skiing behind and in this air caravan. I'll say your 40-foot fly speed, right? You said
50.
50?
Before we leave,
Go ahead.
should we leave anyone behind? Particularly maybe Gloom?
That is a very good point. Dapple does offer that as you guys are almost making to the air, and she says, I could babysit as well.
Savandria, would you like that? I think Dapple could keep Gloom safe.
I hesitate to leave him once more, but perhaps he would be in further danger near this creature.
Does he like goats? They're pretty
He
big.
likes to eat them.
Goats, goats, goats. you hearing Draconic. I think he can learn to like goats, and he will be safe here. So, Gloom, you're gonna stay with this nice woman.
Baby dragon is safe. So let's go change the world.
Mm.
I'll miss you too. I'll miss you too, Gloom.
Gloom buddy, just...
I think he said good luck.
Oh, thanks.
Don't need it. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. I do a quick salute with the sword to Gloom because I've been doing that a lot. And I think that I'm liking the idea of possibly defending this dragon with more than just, I'm feeling my oath slip towards something different.
Fantastic. As Parable, you feel this shift in your oath. You haven't felt your oath shift like this in years. And as you do, you realize that the fight ahead may not be just for you and may not be just for your vengeance, but I'm sure you won't complain if you vanquish an enemy, especially of Papayas, as he reminds you that his shared vengeance pact is also with the bush drinker.
We'll get him, buddy.
And as you guys take to the skies, I will ask you guys what this looks like in terms of preparation for the fight. Otherwise, I can describe the general valley landscape, which is at times rocky. As you take to the skies, you notice that the forest actually physically shifts.
Oh, like tectonic plates?
It is a magic thing. It is, but like you can see it physically happening. It's not like you're in it and it feels different, or you find or you teleport something like out from above. You can see over the time that you guys are flying that it shifts in large sections at a random pattern. So
Can we describe the takeoff?
yes, please. I would love to hear what this looks like as you guys take to the skies and notice the forest below and the haunted horrors that you fly above now.
All right. I'm assuming like Zin and I are holding on to webs, and Safandra is about to jump off, and you are in like the lead, I guess. So
Cassie's just holding on.
Zin, are you holding on?
Yeah, I'm holding on. She's like not sitting on the broom. She's just holding the broom. And so when it like pulls, she's just like, ah, and is like being drawn.
Why did I tie the web to my feet? Oh no.
Now you're in Volano mode.
This is where the wings were. I was just nervous. Oh no.
Here, wait, let me.
I'm like busy trying to redo the webs as Safandra takes off.
Yeah, Zin is scrambling to crawl up onto the broom.
Well, yeah, I guess I pass it off to Cass. You're on back of the dragon with Raya.
Cassie sort of like leans her head. She's not even gonna really look forward so much as she's gonna look down and take in all of that shifting as we start to take off. But she sort of like leans her ear onto Safandria's back and just speaks gently sort of into her ear, even though her ear is probably quite far away. Just sort of directional guidance.
Fantastic. As Safandria kind of zeroes in with you, there's a kind of connection here. Give me an Arcana check.
Ooh.
Dragons are beings of magic in all worlds, I would say, but in mine especially, this one might be the most magic of all.
It's a nat 1, but it does turn into a 10.
Get it out of the way. We're getting it out of the way. We're on
Honestly,
the back of a
I
dragon.
do think it's this dice.
Right as you're about to take off, you're gonna hallucinate. Ugh.
I mean, it's a great time to hallucinate.
I was just about to say how funny it would be to have.
Cassie,
Yeah, go ahead.
please
go ahead.
read your Star Song Echo Curse.
All right, my Echoes of Star Song, I rolled a 6. So the memory that is persisting is one of triumph. I can re-roll an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw that I just made.
Wow.
Cassie, I will ask you, what is the Star Song vision that you experience that gives you such elation as to make you feel a moment of triumph going into a dire challenge.
I'd imagine that when Cassie first experienced the 1,000-league cloud and was quote unquote flying, it felt very much like traveling in the air, not so much flying or taking flight, but snuggling into Savannah and having her lift off the ground and move through the atmosphere, I think is feeling like it's resonating in Cassie's soul, that she is moving through space, through time, through life as a being that is sort of actualizing into something bigger than she ever imagined.
In this, what feels like almost timeless moment, you unlock a bit of a memory of your mother telling you a story of a time where she went dragon riding in the astral plane. It just kind of unlocks as you feel this elation within you, and you can feel a culmination of sorts within your relationship. And I think that Nat 1 kind of reverts into an almost instant connection as Savannah says, "Wait, how are you in here?" And I'm going to say you can telepathically communicate with Savannah for the duration of this battle at the very least.
Oh my gosh. But then Cassie just thinks, I don't know, how are you in here?
You're singing to me, but without singing. I'm singing without singing. You've taught me something this time.
I'm learning something new every minute.
As you converse in Star Song and Dragon Song only telepathically this time, we ride toward this battle as she says, "The more you learn, the greater our chances. Learn away."
Well, Zin's taught me that it's important to take notes, so I'm taking mental notes.
Okay, so we're talking literally. I thought we were kind of going into this metaphor. Okay, let's do this.
Well, I mean, notes in my soul. Yes, I agree. Look, I'm new to this. You're very powerful, and I'm just getting there. So
we're conversing through song, so it just feels like inherently romantic in a way, and you just kind of went in a very...
This can be romantic.
If you tie it this way around the belt, it won't pull me so much around the feet. Okay, nice.
So, should Cassie re-roll her Arcana check?
You connect, and yeah, I'll...
What was the Arcana check for? Just to see how in tune I could be with...
How in tune you could be with Savannah.
Oh, well. Wouldn't it just be funny if I re-rolled it and something crazy happened?
Yeah, give me a roll.
It's a nat 20.
Are you serious?
Okay.
You're a dragon rider.
Dragon fucking rider.
Dragon rider.
She's a star dragon rider. She's
Can you believe that?
Dude.
I had a feeling.
Can you believe that?
Look, with that dice, that's like a Cass dice.
Oh.
Well, I mean, Cass has a
That's
new...
a 29.
Cass has a new mount. Cass has a new mount.
20 fucking 9.
I will say, on top of that,
Oh my god, what if Savandria gifts one of her children?
I was just thinking
to
we were gonna
Cass?
adopt. Are you guys trying to be parents?
Yeah.
We're gonna be dragon riders.
Okay,
I got a Kuma. I've been
Okay, sis.
practicing.
3 dragons?
I call Gloom.
Oh, this is amazing. I mean, okay,
Dragon
we haven't
tales.
rolled. Cass rolled a nat 20 on a fucking dragon connection. That is so fucking cool. You
After
tell
a
us
nat
what-
1.
After a nat 1 on a re-roll based on a.
That I almost didn't re-roll
that you had to
because
pull off a table that was that a homebrew intrusive thought. Dude, so many layers. You say what?
Dragon
Pack it up.
rider, Dragon rider.
I think I need a break or breathe or something. Okay.
Can the wish drinker get disadvantage on everything?
no, but I do have some things to say, if you believe it or not. You maniacs.
Shall we recap? I did take notes.
Dude, a nat 1 into an intrusive thoughts table roll, right?
That allowed her to
Correct.
re-roll.
that I like crit on because the 6 is really the only decent option.
Right, because normally it's a negative option.
Uh-huh.
Right, and so instead of negatively taking off and ruining the plan, you harness some triumphant feat, but then you roll a nat 20 on the connection with our, specifically by Rob. He had said, well, this is based on your connection with the
Savandria.
Dude,
Okay.
what did you?
so
what just happened?
I'm going to
We
say...
won the whole battle. That's what happened.
I think everyone is swept away as something special happens as you all take flight. Cassie, as everyone, Parable is, get the buckle right, or whatever you said. Everyone's kind of adjusting to the flight in behind you, and you, I think it's only Raya that really notices and sees as you take a quiet moment to connect with Savandria. And suddenly you are singing within your mind, and then suddenly that song is sung to all. And it is so beautiful, the culmination and combination of two things, dragon song and star song, so harmonized, it becomes wish song. And I'm going to make that nat 20 also a portent roll. You can just take a note of that. A portent roll is a diviner wizard ability where you can roll that when that prophecy had that. You can just say, nope, what just happened? That's that roll. And so you have a pretty strong portent roll suddenly stored.
You can replace
any roll that happens as a reaction. So you will have to have your reaction available.
And
she seems to be a dragon rider as this song spurs out so loud. Cassie, I will ask you what this looks like as you find such solace with this unique aspect of nature that you harmonize with it in a way that I think shuts everyone up, even Lemillion, as they just watch.
Zin, Cass, she's glowing with sound.
I really don't know how I can describe this sentiment playing out, but I'm reminded of all of the expertise that Cassie would have as it relates to everything but what's happening on this planet, on the ground in real life, because she spent all this time looking outward and upward. But being at this height above the ground, having these experiences, being so in tune with Savandria, and suddenly feeling like you can live on this planet, in this world. You don't have to be always looking for answers or something bigger out there. Sometimes the most magical, incredible scientific discovery is just the one that allows you to be present. And I think that feeling is sort of what's being experienced.
I think it must be that feeling radiating off of you and just the palpable sense of Cassie in her element, an element that she has only found through all of this hard work. And you hear Savandria once more in your mind, and she says, "It seems we continue to connect. I have lived long, and I have learned much in my years, but you have learned more." And as you connect deeply, you notice that Savandria, albeit with her size and her regalness, might be more of a young adult dragon than a full adult dragon. And as you fill her mind and more deeply connect, I think you teach her things of the stars and all of the ways that you have looked out, and you see the value there as well. But now you do have the means to travel and the freedom. And Savandria shares that, but kind of almost inversely. She's traveled the world, but she hasn't had this knowledge.
Savandria, it feels like I'm sharing what I've learned, and you're sharing how to live.
And how to fly. And you soar through the air. I think, Cassie, this has gotta feel good as you are finding harmony with your druid nature and all aspects of a world that is in all rights way out of balance. You find balance.
10-foot rule, 10-foot rule. Parables and Butt Scoot doing
300 feet in the air.
Yeah. Isn't this our first time?
I'm a shooting star, Parable!
Just arms out, just on the dragon. I'm just trying not to bump into Zin next to me.
I love this.
You guys are like, boom.
Yeah,
boom.
yeah, like two inner tubes. I'm imagining like Parable's just not paying attention now because he was how fast we're going.
I eventually just like corral you and sit you on the broom in front of me.
As things kind of settle down, Raya comes up to your side. Cassie puts an arm around your shoulder and says, "You know, your mom rode a dragon once through the astral plane."
What was it like?
I have no idea. Just remembered it. Must be similar enough to the moment now that.
Wow.
Oh, actually, smooth.
This is pretty smooth.
Wings large enough and high enough within the atmosphere to just feel weightless. Also, you can even see from this height storms on the horizon, astral tides, hellfire storms. This world is both dark and colorful all at once, and the valley ahead is no different. Mountains rise on both sides of you as you head northward. which is where Cassie feels the wish drinker lies, the point of divergence at the end of this valley.
Could you share, because I interrupted you to do the Flight of the Dragon, more about the shifting lands, because that was really cool.
Does the river stay the same?
One last thing I want to note as you guys ascend to full height, because it becomes obviously clear. There's an actual pattern. The forest, as you guys fly for long enough, shifts in
Like geometric?
Yeah, give me an intelligence check to notice this, actually.
Is this like
or
Maze
nature.
Runner? It is like Maze Runner. I don't want to touch my nat 20. I'm going to just move it away.
Save it. No, you gotta save it. That's your dragon dice.
15.
This is a 17.
12 is enough to get a hint of it. 15 and more gets the idea that it's actually a repeating pattern. It is one that from the sky you could have taken in from upon landing and had advantage upon surviving within the forest, given time enough to observe it. But as you take off, you do observe it now, and all of you will have advantage on survival checks within the forest going forward. Because you,
Amazing.
Cassie and Parable definitely clocked the pattern.
Yeah.
Zin, can you see the forest? It's moving like Brick does.
Get your notebook. Sketch a picture.
Start sketching. So it changes. Okay, I got that. I do see it's kind of moving around a bit.
It's really moving though. My eyes hurt when I
No,
look.
it's moving. It's for sure moving.
Is this vertigo?
I don't know, but it looks like the same patterns as on Brick. It moves like Brick does.
It does indeed with that check.
Wow.
I'll let you, without roll, combine that with the check, and it's absolutely true. Especially, I think what lines it up is your two checks are also high enough to know the answer to that question earlier of does the river stay the same? Yes and no. It duplicates in parts where it needs to, but always connects. It is the most... like a cipher, it's the point where that you would look to for a constant to start deciphering.
Oh, like a vertices where the rotations of a Rubik's Cube or sphere.
Sure, yeah, math brother. I love you.
Sure,
Love
yeah,
you.
math boy.
Yeah, but it is a reference point that you're able to then discern the pattern from. And Brick has a relatively similar crack that connects to two other cracks on its other side that you have previously theorized match the river Erd and the river Eld, which, if we all remember from session 0, is where the two wells lies. But these three rivers kind of converge and connect, and you notice that Brick moves in the same pattern as the lands along this stretch of river.
Yeah, I always thought there were cracks. I pull out my cartographer tools like a newspaper in the wind, trying to hold down the paper and compare it to to Brick. Brick doesn't like to be held either. He likes to float, so he's like floating, like trying to spark and get away from me. I'm like, just hold on for a second. That's it. I think it's a map. I've never seen this before.
You think Brick is a map?
I don't know.
Can you unfold him?
I'd start trying to do like a Rubik's Cube of Brick to his complaint.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, my eyes were better.
Okay, you can voice Brick.
Do it, do
You
it,
can
do it.
voice Brick.
I was just thinking, like, just let her.
This is me, your DM, Rob Whitehead, and everyone else except for one person. Let me.
A floating rock.
I'm just joking. I don't know.
I love you.
I love
I love
the
you.
bricks. I love the bricks.
This is real good. Like, it'd be a shame not to use that.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
I pulled this out of my ass. I'm so happy this worked. Nat 20.
What the fuck is this episode?
I don't think we're
Brick
gonna
is a
get to the
fucking-
battle.
This is inspirational.
a
I had
map.
no idea. I was like,
is a
oh,
map.
I've thought of Brick as a globe before. I wonder if this moves too. I wonder if Rob would let me have correlation here. And like that is wild. That is wild.
I'm not joking you. I can show you the notes after
No
this,
way.
where I have it in my notes that Brick is a puzzle box. And
No way.
as you click it open, the puzzle that
No
you
way.
solve is one of 3 dots.
Bitch.
Lining up with the constellation points that you drew in your book
No.
way back when. You see along Brick's patterns, now they finally slot into place. Along those rivers, they extend out into 2 other lands, and you see one bright spot where you know the 2 wells to be, one bright spot where you know you came from, the lands of favor, and one bright spot that you see within the lands of fortune. And with a nat 20, I'll also give you like, there's like a spider web of nodes throughout that don't look like full bright spots, I'll tell you right now, wells of power.
Yeah.
But they do connect throughout. So there's a whole node network that I would take way more time to really decode and ascertain. But I kid you not, guessed it right out of the book.
Wow.
Brick represents the world. And at least you can discern points of power within it. And like a map, he shows you along his patterns where there are 3 major wells of power connected by many, many wells of power.
Mm.
So to give you more, I'll give you a nature check. What a fateful dragon ride. I will give everyone a nature check if you share this with the
Since
group.
like
Yeah.
Brick is a map, Cassie has a dragon. What the fuck does Akuma do?
Brick is
I'm holding a genie in my belly, okay?
No, you're right. Thank you.
Parables had so many mental conversations and out loud conversations with Brick, and also used witness so many times that he feels like he knows Brick, possibly like a connection like you have right now with Savannah. Like it's a mental connection, and I think in any kind of new motion, just physically that Brick would have would be astonishing because of how much I've played with this puzzle. And as it slots into place, I imagine it Brick doing something they've never done, is expanding their like a hologram beyond them a little bit and seeing like a sphere of light around him, just dictating a map of like the globe.
Absolutely.
Round. I thought the Earth was I thought the lands apart was flat. Every book told me that the lands apart was flat.
Sure, I guess that's canon.
Parable, we could have had this conversation a long time ago.
Wait, so it did open?
great.
I said open it and it opened?
It opened.
It opened? Oh, okay.
Brick, are you okay, buddy?
Roll me one more sleight of hand or nature check or any other check to interact with Brick, and I might tell you a little bit more. And I'll let you guys nature checks as well if you want.
I think at this point I'm holding Brick and talking with Zin and trying to reconcile with what's happening. And I see something and try to put my finger on where we are. And I rolled an 18 for this lady.
Perfect. Okay, other rolls?
I rolled a 5 nature check, so I feel like Parable's hair is just whipping in my face. Like now that I have him on the broom and I can't see shit. I'm just holding on.
Excellent.
I rolled a 13.
Okay, enough to kind of get the hints of what Parable's onto. And as he puts his finger upon where you notice, oh, that's about where we are. Parable, what you're working out is that the little mini spots of wells are lesser domains. Simple domains, domains like
It's
2
like
wells.
GPS. It's literally a fucking GPS of the whole
You
globe.
see Domi, the domain of the Anulise, you see almost like a...
Fuck a key fob.
Yeah, I was like,
You see Dapple's domain, like a very, very faint spot, because it's like a simple domain put together by spell casting rather than a pact of 3 creatures.
Oh, I can even see the intensity of the domains and how they were built.
You can even see the fact that the Siblin Falls and Rainbow's Fate, that domain is gone. It's like a cracked little node that has like it's still fading within the pattern.
Do you see us flying through the air? Because we're all 3 together.
You see you flying through the air now that you notice.
I think what happens is Parable actually kind of flashes back for a moment and sees 2 geometric grabbing arms at a center glowing sphere, and then comes back to himself.
He recalls some time at the bottom of the bookwell where he passed information of kinds and types that reminded him of all things, but notably of Brick and his origin of binding and the fact that his nature is of binding. And as you notice that he might also be able to track the binding of things and how certain powers are bound together within this world and where they may lie.
The Parable's gonna I think fall into a trance almost and play with the shapes like he's done this before and he just didn't remember.
You Rubik's Cube the shit out of it with those rolls.
And I think it whips around in a digital almost way of arcane magics, and when I flip it, and I lock it in, it zooms in to where we are, like an expanding light, and it shows us, and then I just rotate it slightly forward to try to find the wish drinker.
I I will say it lines up, and Cassie kind of comes over and is able to confirm that that spot is the wish drinker as you guys zero in. I won't make you guys roll any sort of checks to like locate or pinpoint this thing. You've got it like on lock.
Yeah, I think I do shot. Just because Cass is way up there, does it cost you anything to use thaumaturgy?
No.
I think I'm like, Zin, I can't explain it right now, but could you tell Cass she's going the right way?
I just whisper into Cassie's ear. You're going the right way. You got this, beautiful.
Oh, I think I like hear it through the dragon. I hear it through Savannah. Like,
Oh,
it's just in my
Savannah.
head. But like as in. But it's just like.
And
Wow.
I think I'll give Zin a perception check or arcana check here to notice something that's flaring. As Akuma is whispering motivation to
15.
15 is enough to notice that the lantern that Mojo gave you is starting to react to the environment. And that might be odd because where Cass is pointing out, you guys have a little bit of time to travel, but the lantern's already reacting. And I will say that that is enough to notice that down below, no more checks needed to notice the very subtle and faint, but ever growing web of crystalline strands that has become pervasive throughout the forest. You guys, if you had traveled by foot, would have been encountered it almost immediately, and that's not where the creature is, but that is where its touch
It's like
allows.
brambles and thorns, like that, like have overtaken the entire.
Yes,
web.
absolutely.
Like the briar.
Yeah, yeah.
Guys,
Oh, but tell Papaya not to look down.
yeah, so I think we might want to stay in the air for this one. My lantern's already going off, and we're not even there yet.
Oh, good.
We got this. Hey, you know what? We got this. We got this. Remember, I learned how to throw fireballs. You learned how to do other stuff. Parable also learned how to
murder. We all learned how to do murder.
Yeah, Zin taught us murder.
Okay, well,
No, wasn't that parable? No, that was me, Raya says.
I taught us very, very ethical killing.
You taught us harvesting bodies.
Composting.
as you hold your
Wow. Like
Aris.
fidgeting with my Aris crystal, like, yeah, composting, reuse, reduce, reuse, recycle, the magic,
Recycle.
Poor Papaya, I feel like is holding.
Recycle.
Poor Papaya is holding our webs and be like, do they want to have a conversation or not? Keeps pulling us in to try it so we can talk to each other.
Oh yeah, but Papaya's like, I can't keep doing this, guys. He's just like holding on. He's like,
And I think that is a perfect point to mention that this thing has essentially made the valley its lair. So you can, whatever CR I made this thing, add 2 to it, because its lair is everywhere within this valley, and you have just entered it.
yeah, so
So lantern's going off.
we are entering the lair.
You know you are in its lair, and you know with the tools that you have at your disposal that you are nearing the wish drinker. Are there any last moments of roleplay that you guys want to reach for before this combat ensues?
I think maybe if as Savandria slows down, the web slings kind of let us swing around and to the side, and we kind of float up. And I
Like you
think,
drip, like you detach a little.
yeah, you know, like in a boat when it slows down, and the skiers or the boat or the tubers kind of float up to the front.
Absolutely. It happens smoothly, and Lemillion, as you come up, says, "So what's the plan? We're going to throw Volano down like a little torpedo, or...?"
Lemillion, hold on, Cass, look at this. It's Brick. He started glowing. I remembered
That's Brick?
something. Yeah, I know. It's
What the heck?
I know. I guess we can talk about it later, but I need you to help me look at this.
Okay, sweet. Can Cassie
Give me a sleight of hand or a nature or...
roll a 24 nature check?
Look.
Yeah, I was hoping for like insight, just maybe a little bit about our environment or surroundings to aid us a little bit.
The pattern on Brick also matches the pattern of the constellations that you have studied within relation to the star that stands still. You can see almost like mirrored upon the sky is mirrored upon the world, these powers of energy. And it's maybe magically alarming or otherwise confirming of a higher power and at least a higher pattern. It's just such utter like it's evidence that there is almost a near divine connection of power between that which is above as so below.
The heavens' plans reflected there on Earth.
Yes, absolutely. And you can see that like it's reflected within your research, and you will definitely be able to help Parable ascertain more of the specifics of where this power may lay in the world.
Amazing. As he would say, Parable, this is these patterns, they're cosmically divine. I think this constellation is one of the minor star systems that extends from Solaris. It's almost like the skies above are reflecting onto Brick and onto you.
I don't know what to do with it, but it's glowing right here. And I think a point where the wish drinker is, and like I want to say I've never seen him do this before, but I don't even think that's true. Will you help me with this later?
I would love to.
Yeah, I'm gonna pocket Brick and pull out my pen.
Before you do, you notice a change on Brick. As you are looking at it, both of you, Zen, are you in on this?
You ski up.
Yeah, I'm nearby.
She's just been floating.
She's just been like just doing prayers over and over again.
I think it would be noticeable to you all as Brick kind of flares in that way he does as he adjusts to a drastic change. Oh, fuck, right off.
That was so good.
God damn it, I love it.
RTD who?
You see within Brick and his pattern that the spot that you've identified as the wish drinker, it is pulsing almost greedily as Brick is struggling to fully convey,
Like display the data.
Yeah, because it's and as you look to the forest below, the web starts to kind of every few seconds it pulses, and no longer is it stretching through the forest. It seems to be like it did with you, reaching this phase of feeding and drinking that it needs to bring it all back in to reacclimate into something greater.
Good thing we brought our appetites.
I fear it becomes a butterfly out of the cocoon.
So is the lantern like freaking out too?
Lantern's freaking the fuck out.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're here.
Brick is. Brick's never done this before. I don't know what to do. He's always just been. I don't know what to. Quickly, without even thinking about it, I'm gonna do some sort of twist to Brick, turn him off, put him in my pocket in my robes, and I think I look down and say, I think it's about time we jump into this. I don't think I will if we wait any longer.
Wish Hunter on 3. 1, 2.
Wish
Three.
Hunter!
Wish Hunter!
Sorry, did I go a little early on that?
I elbow Lemillion in the ribs. I will roll for hit.
You don't have to because we're about to roll initiative.
Push him
anyway.
off the dragon.
Oh no! Thank God
No.
we're getting into this first.
That's a 21 to hit.
Oh God!
Oh, good.
I'll give you guys next a little description of what you guys see as you near the end of the valley. To a place that Zin actually knows kind of well. They used to call it Split Ridge, a place where the river splits into the many rivulets that surround this area throughout. As you soar 60 feet above the northernmost edge of the Sonoran Valley, the land splits where the river forks beneath a jagged ridge known as the Split Ridge. To the west lies Domi's Forest, where life barely flickers and light can barely be seen atop watchtowers in the horizon. To the east, the river becomes a fury of white rapids, slicing through the rising stone towards Starwatch Tower. Its spire is barely visible through mist and the height of the mountains. Below you, 300 feet away, something festers at the center of this twisted lattice of crystalline webbing that spreads across the ground like roots searching for prey. Within each glowing node you know to be the souls of living things pulsing like fireflies caught in amber. At the web's heart, that something twitches and twitches. A hulking, golden figure with claws like jagged blades and limbs that look carved from darkly molten gold. From cracks in its gilded frame, prismatic energy leaks, pulsing like veins of rainbow lightning. Its head is a storm of shadow and wishfire. Eyes glowing white hot from the darkness, it screams, high and metallic, full of ancient hunger. Its body spasms between shapes for a moment before settling finally upon this new and terrible rooted form. The crystal web pulses harder now, its light drawn toward the creature in hungry bursts as you have all observed. You can see that it yearns to feed, to grow, to drink. Delicious. And with a snap, it frees its legs from the center of this web and prepares to feast on all of the things that flow towards it. What do you do? 300 feet away, 60 feet in the air.
We can kind of see that though.
Yeah, you can see that. We're gonna roll for
Are you
initiative.
saying that? Yeah, are we?
I think Parable is like, that is absolutely disgusting. Did you see that?
We're not in Dapple's domain anymore.
His legs were part of the webs. It was like,
We have to find Glimmer. We have to find Glimmer before
You're right. You're right.
they're consumed.
I just, how are we supposed to find him in that? And points to the pulsating webs and the grotesque being that's in the middle of
It's
all.
massive. The forest itself is shifting, and these nodes are still connecting throughout it, similar to the river becoming a constant within this forest that even the shifting patterns cannot stop. And as you look below, it will be quite a problem to find Glimmer, but there might be a benefit to how far away he is from the creature, and that will depend upon a roll. Who wants to roll D6 for me to see how many rounds away Glimmer is within the crystalline webbing?
Can I use brick for support in any way now that I have this GPS?
No, this is raw. This is raw. We're adding +1 to this.
Miss Dragon Rider.
Do it.
All right. 2 plus 1.
Is 3. Glimmer is 3 rounds away from the Wish Drinker.
In distance? How does the 3 rounds away?
The Wish Drinker is 3 rounds away from getting.
With the hungry burst and the
Oh.
pulsing of the web, it means within the web,
Shit.
you have 3 rounds to
I was
intervene.
like, yes, just a 2.
You have 3 rounds to intervene before Glimmer, and I will say you only as players know this. Act with
Yeah.
urgency as characters as you would, but you as players have 3 rounds before Glimmer is about to be consumed.
So I was assuming that Glimmer was directly with the Wish Drinker.
He is trapped within one of the many nodes.
Many nodes?
Many nodes.
Okay, then I would like to rethink the idea of sending Papaya and Lemillion down.
You want to do a search party? Absolutely. If you guys want to drop some NPCs down below to do some searching, let me know how that looks. And
Parachute Lemillion and Papaya.
Can Savandria connect with Glimmer at all? Can we get an idea of where they are? Can we scry again, maybe to try to see, or
you could scribe, but we're about to enter initiative. Everything will be action economy, and I'm not sure if that's worth it.
Lemillion, my man. I hate to send you on this journey.
Brother, clink my tip.
Do you know what I'm asking of you?
I assume that you're asking me to keep an eye on Raya.
Absolutely not.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
We need you to go down with Papaya and search for the dragon.
Interesting. Down there, you said.
Papaya will be with you,
Okay.
and you will always be my bottom button bro.
My top button brother, I must tell you. I'll do this. Should I bring the coward?
I forgot about him.
He said,
Absolutely.
Volano says, well, I mean, I could help us get us down there at least, and would be able to cast Levitate on Papaya and Lemillion
Cool.
and himself.
I still think I'm envisioning a web parachute, but absolutely, because we're dropping him
Cool,
like
yes.
troopers, so they're coming in like a helicopter. You know?
Cool,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Because Papaya is a spider, might he have advantage on being able to feel the web and sense where there's a youngster maybe flailing about?
Absolutely.
Sweet.
I think Zin would know and be able to tell everyone that the web sense does kick in quite hard.
Traits, spider climb. The spider can climb difficult surfaces, including along ceilings, without needing to make any ability check. Web walk with the spider ignores movement restrictions caused by webs and knows the location of any creature in contact with the same web.
Hello. Could I sense through papaya? Yeah, baby. Ooh.
All right, I'm holding.
I'm not in my head. Yes.
Okay, I wanna do one more hands in. I hold out brick out of my pocket. I do the cool Rubik's Cube thing. I pop up the path that I hope that they take to at least get down there, and I say, everybody, hands on brick.
Hand on brick, and then Zen is gonna hand on the side of Papaya's head and go, it's gonna tickle, buddy. And gaze of two minds and send him like Glimmer vibes, like look for this dragon, like
on the back of a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to like
So
see if I
cool.
can take that image and like GPS it into brick.
Yes, absolutely. You guys, through this combination of abilities, absolutely plan out a route to success. I will be rolling for it on their turns to see how it goes for them.
That's
Awesome.
super
But
fair.
you will be able to stay locked into what's going on with your gaze of two minds.
Okay,
We'll
and
keep you in the air.
with that like gaze of two minds, I want to cast guidance on Lemillion.
Yep.
I think
Okay.
so.
Yep.
That is a perfect plan, I think, to
I think Parable would also walk up to Volano and say, look, I know I've not been the best to you, but
you catch him at a time where you're saying horses that fly. At this point, it's becoming like a mantra because he's recognized he's a coward,
Horses
so
that
he's
fly.
working on it.
Volano,
Sorry, what? Yes.
I know that I'm about to send you someplace that
Oh, we're going down there.
might make you feel like you need to levitate.
Well, I was gonna levitate down. You can
Down.
see, no, I wasn't. I was definitely gonna levitate. They were gonna levitate all the way down. I was gonna stay up a little bit.
So what we're gonna do this time, because you're on we have a new family around you.
New family.
Oh.
I've changed my stars. I can see that.
We'd like you to stay with your team.
Oh, I'm realizing the symmetry.
It's your chance to make up for.
A single tear goes down his cheek and he says, I'll do better this time, Lyra. And you see his
Cool.
resolve is steeled
Yeah, I think Parable gets more serious. Is like, or Lyra.
for Lyra. And you find him a little bit more bolstered and ready to, he like looks like he's about to jump as he closes his eyes and he says, horses that fly.
I think Parable also walks up to Papaya and says, just be careful, buddy. We'll get him.
And Zen, I think that's a good time to point out that all of you through Papaya's eyes, it's only been a day since you've last seen yourself through this visage. And although still seen from a fisheye angle, even through that, you can tell all of you have changed quite a bit in the last day. All of you are hardened to a point. All of you are resolved. And you can feel that present within all of your different slight changes in visage, whether it's the golden scarring or any sort of marks that you took from the fights with Prophecy and Atlanta and Aris, or any of the many wonders you experienced with Scotty. Today it comes to a head as the wish drinker is ahead and you have all grown much.
Yeah, I think Zen just like tucks a curl behind her cut off horn and just like, by the light. Let's get it. By my light.
By my light. As Akuma enters lantern mode. And so does Raya, although in a more graceful way, we decided.
Oh, and Big P, fuck some shit up.
And Papaya leaps off with the levitation plan. And on their turns, we'll roll initiative for everyone. I'll keep them as initiative together and we'll roll for success of their plan.
Cool.
So Papaya back jumps off of the dragon and either
Yes,
levitate
like
or
a
whip.
motorcycle out of a landing vehicle. Yep, absolutely. And you have Lemillion and Volano atop of it, and together we call them Lamano Pavilion, the ultimate team, as they
Wishmasters.
like fair Wishmasters.
Milano's like,
Some men.
I did not take this role.
Sounds better than your job at Starwatch.
You can hear as he's walking away, he's giving a modified Wishmaster speech that includes a lot of parable and what Lemillion has learned from parable as he's
Rubbing off on him.
kind of showing Volano the ropes and how to show up to this fight. And as they drop off, let's roll initiative, everyone, to see how this fight goes.
Dirty 20.
Natural 20.
Hot.
Wow.
On the other dice?
You're dragon riding
Yeah.
and you're just the first to the punch. This is
Well, she better be if she's a dragon rider. I'm so
Dang.
scared.
Yeah, Parable got a 12.
Woo! we gotta spread ourselves out. We gotta spread ourselves out.
Cassie. What is your full initiative with your nat 20 there?
20.
Oh, babe.
I mean, a nat 20, doesn't that just you get to go first, right?
I think Zin's gonna go first because Zin rolled a dirty 20 and has better dex.
Which is perfect.
Great. All right.
Rolling Savandria. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Hey!
What's her deck?
That's a good question. +3. How about yours?
+1.
This is what it looks like for a mama bear energy to come out.
Yeah, it is. Let's start this initiative, and that will, with her nat 20, be Savandria up first, who I think will look towards you, Cassie, mentally. Do you have any sort of strategy or words of wisdom to share with Savandria as I feel rageful? I don't know where Glimmer may be, but I will destroy that monster before he has a chance to get his hands on him. Do you see the web closing in?
I see it. Cassie would use the cloud to get everyone off of her so that she has space. Like she's no longer attached to us,
Mhm.
right? Everyone's sufficiently able to sort of be in the air on their own. Yeah. And I want her to feel free. And I think Cassie would just share the sentiment of like, follow your instincts. I don't want to tell her what to do. I think she will, if she follows her instincts, she'll find where she's most effective.
I think the right move to trust the instincts of a dragon and the instincts of a mother
Mhm.
moving to protect their young as you give Savandria just the permission to unleash, she does so. And I think she will dive into a 90-foot range and use her breath weapon
Oh, right away, huh?
straight out of the gate.
Oh, because you're on the carpet, the saddle just stays as the dragon just like disengages
Descends
and
from-
descends.
So cool.
Like dropping a nuke.
And you can see her breath weapon, although twinged with the energy of wishes, is largely driven from her origin as a moonstone dragon. And you can see the energy of illusions and dreams as it blasts out. Dreams are but a wish that has been yet to be made. It's a wish made by your mind without the words needing to be had. And the dreams that blast this thing is one of a world that is changed in the same way that a domain does. Color returns to it in a way that seems natural and sustainable as it blasts through, just fully changing the colors of the world within a beam of light as it blasts into the Wish Drinker, who will need to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Rainbow light tears through reality, striking the Wish Drinker.
That is a 23 to save, and so
What?
we'll-
Oh, to say.
What to save?
yes.
Oh, no, to hit.
No, unfortunately.
I'm gonna
with-
stop celebrating too soon.
Too soon.
But there will still be some damage here. The aspects of the breast that seem to get through are enough to hurt. And that will be still 70-10 damage, y'all. Okay? Just halved.
Hey, no, I'm happy about it. This wouldn't be a time for Savandria to be like, nope, and do that reroll thing, would it? It may be a little premature.
Once per round.
Once per round.
It is, yes, it's a reaction that she has. So it just it
So
uses
she
up
could be
her-
like, nope, roll again.
Oh, could cast maybe like
I think she totally would, regardless of anything. As Cassie, you look down upon and see that for a moment, the dream breath seems to not sweep away the Wish Drinker and the roar. Suddenly, it changes, and we'll see how that, if that flame is bolstered. Or
imagine
not.
Zin saying something and because Cass is connected, like just a little phone tag.
Yeah.
That That is a 4 on the die, which will fail, and
Full
against
damage.
7d10 of damage here.
Yes. Good.
70 d10s?
That's what I heard. That's exactly what I heard.
And I'll also tell you guys right now that the aspect of the dream breath that should drop a being to sleep or otherwise make it unconscious does not work. No effect.
Noted.
This thing has grown much, and immunity to sleep is one of those things. So you can assume that that might be evidence of many immunities, resistances, abilities. That is going to be 41 damage
Wow.
to the wish drinker
Nice.
as this breath burns it at its core.
How's he looking?
Death's door, so hurt so bad.
All right. We fucking got this.
Before we get into the rest of this initiative, please roll 2d10 from the dream vision. You guys will have some temporary HP from that meal that you shared with Savandria.
Ooh. My blueberries.
So nourishing.
That's a 20.
All 9 of
Damn.
them.
No way.
2 zeros.
Wow.
So cool.
Whoa.
I have 20 extra hit points.
Yes, and
Wow.
you guys are welcome to flavor that on your turn as the dream kind of returns to you to bolster you, whether it was that meal that you had, the fun silly straw that bolstered the meal, or the odd process that seemed to be so familiar to you. That meal,
Just a process.
That meal
Just a
spurred
process.
you to such a point that you feel it invigorating you for this fight.
Yeah, it makes sense. I only got 4 temp.
Still
All right,
working on
so
it. though.
blueberries, not quite it. I'll add some chia seeds next time. Noted.
As Parable sees the dragon descend and this beam of light and radiance strike the center of these pulsating webs, I think for some reason Parable smells those spices from Perse and feels the hum and song of somewhere past, and he feels bolstered and ready to fuck some shit up.
Fantastic. Parable.
Join in papaya.
Bolstered you are, but unfortunately you'll have to wait a bit on this initiative as that is, I would say Zin up next, but something else happens on initiative 20 as well.
A lair.
As this is the Wish Drinker's lair, the lair action occurs now, which is you can see it's starts to morph in such a way as things split off and out of it as if in mitosis as beings form from its many entities that it's consumed. Golden replicas form to engage in the fight as well. And somebody roll me a d8.
I assume this is going to happen every 20.
Yes, that will happen every. Yep.
Well, I can roll it. Why the fuck not? Here we go. That's a 6.
All right, so a giant hyena begins to crawl its way out of the body of the Wish Drinker. Somebody roll a luck check. A 20 gets you something great. Anything above a 10 might help.
I mean, I could roll
Can I
it.
use my portent roll?
Yes, you could. And I'm sure my face just told you what that might do, not in specifics, but that could have a crazy benefit here.
Reel it in. Poker face.
Yeah.
I said do it.
Yeah, so it's a 20, right? Automatic.
That's it. Okay, that's it. That's you've decided.
Wait. What do you, Horton roll makes it a 20? Wait, I
Well,
missed
so-
that earlier.
I rolled the 20, and then the portent roll,
What you get to just say that whatever roll you want, you get to replace it with a 20.
a 20,
Okay,
right?
so using
Why
that
would-
on
why would
a
I
luck
not?
check.
Incredible.
Using it on a... Oh.
Okay,
Please explain what the fuck this means.
so the giant hyena starts to form, and you change this moment because you notice something. As the giant hyena is like its gilded and golden scarred form starting to crawl out of the body, there is a pair of hands on one side and a pair of hands on the other that are trying to like hold it back
Oh,
and pull the hyena back into the being.
okay.
There are two
Into the
beings
Wish Drinker.
within the Wish Drinker that are trying
Oh.
with everything they have to stop what's happening, to stop the threat that might be coming out of the Wish Drinker.
Okay.
As you change that to a 20, those beings start to succeed.
It's
Of wheel and woe, wishes of wizards and
Coin.
witches. Long stood still.
And who
a
else?
Star.
Going in.
Coin. Did you ever think we'd be back
Morris?
on a team together? Sir Morris and Coin the Bard out and about once more. And
Oh my god!
as you see, they rip themselves out in partially gilded forms. You can see one of them's missing an arm, one of them's missing a leg and an arm made of gold. They are only partially consumed and they crawl themselves out. And then suddenly they snap together and Coin says, "Oh, brother, I did not expect this. Coin, are we the same person?"
Were they both missing the same limbs, or do they accumulate limbs together now?
You see that they basically you can see one of them in like golden image, and then it flops to one of them being full bodied,
Okay.
and their golden after image is the other person.
Okay.
And mechanically, they are Echo Knights together. They are one
Wow.
Echo Knight together who will be able to aid in this fight here.
Is it worth mentioning who Sergeant Morris is?
Yes, if you haven't listened to the Monkey's Paw and
Do
haven't
it.
met Sir Morris, who Sergeant Morris,
Sergeant Daddy.
the core material, also great reference. Sir Morris is also a witch hunter of the second well, but seemed to be well traveled and was Prophecy and Coin's third party member. So as you have these two to enter, you now have one ally, albeit with the minds of two.
So technically two.
Technically, Sergeant will roll
Coin?
one initiative here as I roll that.
Wow.
Sergeant Money.
Sergeant Money.
What does Morris? Now that Morris can play guitar, how does he feel?
I can finally tell stories to old men that don't listen to
Maybe
me
that was his
about my
third wish.
warnings with a little bit of music. Oh,
People will
Yeah,
actually
you just
listen
wanted
when I
to-
heed them warning about wishing and monkey paws.
that's fair. That's fair. And I think as I roll Sir Morris and Coin in to this initiative, that might be a good place to end it. You have Coin, the Bard, and Sir Morris, the fighter, to aid you, albeit in Echo Knight form. I think that's a perfect point to end our session for tonight and find out next time what happens with the Wish Drinker.
Wow. Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta end it there. It hurts.
It's just cool to think about it in the D&D time scope and space of a dragon coming in, us floating above and blasting the center of this pulsating space, and then two beings as you see this monstrosity claw at itself, a friend step out and
I'm a little bit regretting the 4 male voices that I now have to distinguish between, but more than that, I'm so jazzed just to have this some sort of salvage out of what the Wish Drinker could be, and to use a resource like a port and roll of a 20. Gosh, that is a sacrifice, but one that I definitely want to reward as a DM. So I hope you guys felt the energy there as I don't know.
Special.
That was awesome. I wasn't sure if that was going to happen this fight,
A
right?
sweet little treat.
Sweet little treat.
It's just so rare that you say, if you roll a 20, something really special will happen. It's sort of a given, but you said it explicitly.
I normally, if I think something's cool and I want it to happen, I make it likely that it's going to happen. And with that one, I really wanted to leave up to the odds, because this Wish Drinker, the chaos within, I can't imagine having to claw your way out, except unless you had the help of someone from the outside, I think.
Never tell me the odds.
Never tell you the odds.
I gotta save it for the after show.
That's a good point. I should be saving this for the
But I
after
do
show.
want to say is it took us to last episode to meet a dragon and this episode to meet a dungeon. So maybe we're out here.
We're on our way.
Might not be traditional, but this is a lair and you have entered it and fallen into its trap.
Now we can say we play Dungeons and Dragons.
Now you can
Yes.
say
We've made
officially
it.
it's been years, but why not now? No, why not just now? But that is a perfect point. I have to say my things as I always do. So let's get to that part.
The theme of this episode was get absolutely crit on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, retitle it. Whatever you were going to call it.
Get
Whatever
crit
it
on.
is, get crit on.
Eat crit.
Eat crit. This has been a bite-sized dice roll, twice told story told by yours truly, Robert Whitehead, and brought to life by my players, G, My, and Sav. To post about the show, use hashtag DiceSized. That's DICESIZED. For more like this, follow us on Instagram and find us on Patreon. That's patreon.com/DiceSized.
Dice-sized.